Good morning students, I am Pratima Bhardwaj. So today we will discuss about the sickle cell disease. So what is sickle cell disease? A missense mutation in the beta globin gene leads to sickle cell anemia in the homozygotes. Okay, so क्या है सिकल सेल डिसीज? जो कि क्या हो रहा है, मिसेंस म्यूटेशन इन द बीटा ग्लोबिन जीन्स. बीटा ग्लोबिन जीन्स में क्या हो रहा है, म्यूटेशन हो रहा है, जो कि क्या लीड कर रहा है, लीड्स टू सिकल सेल एनीमिया इन होमोजाइगोट. सो व्हाट इज होमोजाइगोट्स? वी ऑल नो where we will found a one specific group of allele is homozygote, and if we will found a two or more type of allele group, so what is that? Heterozygotes. Then next is the incidence of this disease in the US black population in about 1 in 500 births. Okay, so what is the incidence of sickle cell disease in US black population? Okay, यूएस में क्या हो रहा है, वहाँ क्या है, ब्लैक पॉपुलेशन भी है और वाइट पॉपुलेशन भी है. मतलब ब्लैक कलर के लोग भी पाए जाते हैं और वाइट कलर के प्योर जो गोरे लोग हैं वो पाए जाते हैं. तो ये यूएस में मेनली किन में पाया जाता है, जो ब्लैक पॉपुलेशन है उनमें. इन अबाउट 1 in 500 बर्थ. ओके, अगर 500 बर्थ हुआ है तो किसी एक पर्सन को होगा. देन this disorder is also common in Africa and the tribes in central India. Okay, so this is also common in Africa also and tribes in our central India also. Then nearly 20 million people are affected in India. Then the disease causes significantly morbidity and mortality. Okay, so the disease causes morbidity and mortality. So what is morbidity and mortality? Morbidity means disease rate and mortality means death rate. Okay, the next is pathogenesis. V. Ingram demonstrated that the sickle cell beta globin protein differed by a single amino acid at position 6 with valine state of the glutamic acid. Okay, so क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे कि जो वी इंग्रम नाम के जो जेनेटिक के जो स्पेशलाइजेशन थे, उन्होंने क्या निकाला, उन्होंने क्या डेमोन्स्ट्रेट किया कि सिकल सेल बीटा ग्लोबिन प्रोटीन डिफर्ड बाय ए सिंगल अमाइनो एसिड एट पोजीशन 6. मतलब जो एक सिंगल अमाइनो एसिड है जो 6 पोजीशन में रहता है, वो क्या है, जो बीटा सेल है ना, जो सिकल सेल के लोगों में बीटा ग्लोबिन प्रोटीन है वो क्या पाया जा रहा है, डिफरेंट पाया जाता है. ठीक है, एंड किसके साथ, विथ वलाइन इंस्टेड ऑफ ग्लूटामिक एसिड. ओके, देन this replacement results in hemoglobin tetramers that when oxygenated can aggregate into arrays rather than remaining soluble. Okay, so क्या हो रहा है, अभी जो रिप्लेसमेंट हुआ है वो रिप्लेसमेंट क्या रिजल्ट कर रहा है, हीमोग्लोबिन में टेट्रामर्स फॉर्म हो रहा है. ठीक है, टेट्रामर्स फॉर्म हो रहा है जो कि क्या कर रहा है, जब डीऑक्सीजनेटेड होता है तब वो क्या करता है, दैट कैन एग्रीगेट इनटू एरेज. ठीक है, एग्रीगेट इनटू एरेज, एग्रीगेट बना रहा है किसमें, एक एरेज में, रेदर देन रिमेनिंग सॉल्यूशन, मतलब जो बाकी सॉल्यूशन है उसके कंपैरिजन में. देन दिस एरेज बिकम ऑलमोस्ट क्रिस्टलिन एंड हीमोग्लोबिन विद इन द आरबीसीज एग्रीगेट्स. ओके, अब क्या बोल रहे हैं, जो आरबीसी के अंदर जो एग्रीगेट्स है ना हीमोग्लोबिन का, उस अब वो क्या कर रहा है, वो एरेज क्या कर रहा है, ऑलमोस्ट हमेशा किस फॉर्म में पाया जाता है, क्रिस्टलिन फॉर्म में. ओके, देन विच इन टर्न डिफॉर्म्स द रेड सेल सिकलिंग. Relatively inflexible sickle shaped RBCs are unable to transverse the fine capillary beds. Okay, so क्या हो रहा है, ये जो डिफॉर्म हुआ है, जो टर्न हो रहा है ना, जो डिफॉर्मिटी पाया गया है वो कैसा है, रेड सेल जो है वो सिकल शेप का हो जाता है. ठीक है, मतलब इन शॉर्ट सिकल सेल डिसीज में क्या हो रहा है, जो हमारे आरबीसीज हैं वो किस शेप में पाया जाता है, एक सिकल शेप में जो है वो चेंज हो जाता है. ठीक है, सिकल शेप मतलब इन हिंदी वी कैन से हसिया आकार. ओके, सो हसिया आकार में क्या हो जा रहा है, आरबीसीज हमारा चेंज हो जा रहा है. ओके, एंड दिस आरबीसी सेल्स आर unable to transverse the fine capillary beds. Okay, It results into plugging of the microcirculation, particularly in areas of low O2 tension. ठीक है, अब क्या बोल रहा है, ये क्या रिजल्ट कर रहा है, प्लगिंग ऑफ द माइक्रो सर्कुलेशन. ठीक है, माइक्रो सर्कुलेशन में कंटिन्यूसली क्या हो रहा है, ये पर्टिकुलरली प्लगिंग हो रहा है. लेकिन पर्टिकुलरली किस एरिया में हो रहा है, जिस एरिया में O2 टेंशन लो है. ठीक है, मतलब जहाँ डीऑक्सीजनेटेड का चांस है, डीऑक्सीजनेशन का, जहाँ ऑक्सीजन जो है वो कम पहुंच रहा है, उस एरिया में माइक्रो सर्कुलेशन को क्या कर रहा है, प्लग कर रहा है. ओके, देन bones are particularly affected, leading to the frequent and the severe bone pain experienced in sickle cell disease, sickle cell then crisis. Okay, and what is plugging? Plugging means तोड़ना, मतलब उसको सर्कुलेशन को अलग कर रहा है. ओके, देन बोन्स आर पर्टिकुलरली अफेक्टेड, इसमें क्या हो रहा है, बोन्स जो है वो पर्टिकुलरली अफेक्ट हो रहा है, लीडिंग टू द फ्रिक्वेंट एंड सीवियर बोन पेन. जो कि क्या हो रहा है, क्या लीड कर रहा है, बोन अफेक्ट हो रहा है तो उसमें क्या लीड हो रहा है, सीवियर बोन पेन एक्सपीरियंस्ड इन सिकल सेल क्राइसिस. ओके, मतलब सिकल सेल डिसीज जो है वो उनको पर्टिकुलरली क्या होता है, बोन जो है उनका अफेक्ट हो जाता है और बोन में सीवियर पेन होता है. Then this recurrent plugging of the circulation in the long term leads to significant damage to internal organs, especially the heart, lungs and the kidney. Okay, so if the plugging will continuously occurring in the circulation for the long time, okay, so what will happen, this because of this continuously plugging of the circulation, it can be damage to the internal organs. Okay, it will lead to significant damage to the internal organs, especially in which organs, that are heart, lungs and kidneys. Then diagnosis, the sickle cell anemia can be readily diagnosed by examination of the blood smear in the presence of a typical clinical syndrome. Carriers can be diagnosed by carrying out hemoglobin electrophoresis and solubility studies. Okay, so how we can diagnose the sickle cell anemia? The sickle cell anemia can be readily diagnosed by examination of blood smear. Okay, through the blood smear we can diagnose the sickle cell anemia. Okay, how? In the blood smear, in the presence of a typical clinical syndrome. Okay, if when we will do the blood smear, we will found the presence of a typical clinical syndrome. Okay, then carriers can be diagnosed by carrying out hemoglobin electrophoresis and solubility studies. Okay, and the carrier, how the carrier will diagnosed, what, that the patient is suffering from the sickle cell anemia. How we will diagnose, who is the carrier, who is carrying the disease condition. Okay, that person is carrier. So how we can diagnose the carrier? Carrier can be diagnosed by carrying out hemoglobin electrophoresis and solubility studies. Okay, so we can diagnose the carriers through the hemoglobin electrophoresis process and solubility studies. Then HbS moves slower than HbA on electrophoresis. Okay, so when we will do the electrophoresis process, HbS moves slower as comparison to HbA. Okay, then DNA analysis can also be made by amplifying DNA using PCR. Okay, so DNA analysis also can made by, we can do DNA analysis also because this is a genetic disorder. So DNA analysis can also be made by amplifying DNA using PCR. Okay, so through the PCR we will amplify the DNA. Okay, so what is the PCR? Polymerase chain reaction. Okay, so through the polymerase chain reaction we can amplify the DNA, which can cause or which can lead for the sickle cell anemia. Then antenatal diagnosis can also be made even before 12 weeks of gestation age. Okay, so antenatal diagnosis, how we will do? antenatal diagnosis can also be made even before 12 weeks. So if we will do antenatal examination, means for the pregnant lady we will do any examination for the sickle cell anemia, we should the examination we should do before 12 weeks of gestation age. Okay, how we will examine? By, means how we will identify that fetus having sickle cell disease. So what is that? By withdrawing fetal fibroblast or by chorionic villus samples using PCR. Okay, we will do PCR process by chorionic villus sample. Okay, we will take a chorionic villus sample, and through the using PCR we will examine the fetus. Okay, and one more thing, when fetus will withdraw the fibroblast, we can identify the sickle cell disease in fetus. Then treatment. Despite many decades of frustration in the treatments of sickle cell disease, patients have been treated with a mild form of chemotherapy, hydroxyurea, that causes an increase in fetal hemoglobin production and the improvement of RBC function. Okay, so how we will treat the sickle cell disease patient? Despite many decades of frustration in the treatments of sickle cell disease. Okay, sickle cell disease patient have been treated with a mild form of chemotherapy. Okay, so we will provide a mild form of chemotherapy to the patient of sickle cell disease. And what is that mild form of chemotherapy? Hydroxyurea, that causes an increase in fetal hemoglobin production and the improvement of RBC function. So this hydroxyurea will help to the patient to increase fetal hemoglobin, means for the antenatal patient, means for the pregnant lady who having sickle cell disease. So the hydroxyurea will help to increase the hemoglobin production in the fetus, and it will help also for the improvement of RBC function. Okay, the next is, in addition, a number of patients have now been cured by bone marrow transplantation. So one more addition of treatment, what we can do, a number of patients have now been cured by bone marrow transplantation. So now many of the patient of sickle cell disease have, okay, now they are have been cured by bone marrow transplantation. Okay, BMT we can also do. Then the major risk associated with this procedure restrict its use to only the most severely affected patient. Okay, what is happening? The major risk associated with this procedure restricts its use to only the most severely affected patient. For the bone marrow transplantation, if the patient will suffering from the severe condition of the sickle cell disease, in that condition only we will do the BMT process. Okay, because here the major risk for the patient, so that's why we will do this procedure, a BMT procedure, when the patient having severe form of sickle cell disease. Okay, in that condition only we will do the BMT. If the patient having not much higher risk of sickle cell disease, or the patient is having a uh, acute form of sickle cell disease, so we will not do BMT process. In severe condition only we will do the BMT process. Okay, so we have done the sickle cell disease, incidence, definition and the genetic composition, pathogenesis, diagnosis of the sickle cell disease, then treatment of sickle cell disease. Hope you will like it and you will understand this. Thank you so much.